Hi there, this is Anna Hampton, and today I'm showing you a new henna design that I created. It's in the Arabic style of the women at the resurrection. The hennastories.org has an African version, which I just found doesn't work for my context, so I created my own using elements and also using elements from other designs, other henna stories, but also elements that I feel somewhat competent in. So I'm just going to be showing you, I will try to upload this as well to this video, to this web page of this video on my website. But also I just used one of those blank hands that is a PDF. You can download that from hennastories.org or from my website. And then I drew my design. I've practiced it. And so now I'm just going to be showing you the design on my arm. I always start high and then work my way down so that I don't mess up the design as I go. I've also learned that the hair on my arms does get in the way, so I have to push a little harder. And I plan the design, this part right here is right at my wrist. And then I've learned that I want this to be close. I don't want to go very far up my arm, this part of the resurrection elements. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start a couple of inches above where my wrist is with this design. And then I'll explain the whole story to you at the very end. All right, so here we go. All right, now what I can do is I can explain to you what this design is. First, we have Jesus in the tomb for 3 days and 3 nights. Then there's 4 women who came to the tomb. So this is their pathway to the tomb. And then I'm not happy with my angels, the angels standing guard here, but this is what I've come up with so far, trying to be symmetrical on both sides. And then here I have the empty tomb, which is a combination of the Trinity. Let's see, it's hard for me to see how the camera is. It's a little bit upside down, but we have the Trinity here because there's 3 humps and it's empty inside. And then the circles around and the kind of complicated design there is the crowds of people, the witnesses that saw him. So many people saw him. And I took that design of circles for crowds from a different story, from Henna Stories. And then Jesus here is this beautiful flower. And he's often a beautiful flower in the hennastories.org designs. And so I have a beautiful flower, and then each finger is decorated differently, the celebration of the angels and the heavenly hosts and the world that he rose again, because he's the only man that ever rose from the dead. So you can see that in the placement of this design, I told you I didn't want to do very much. I didn't want to go very high on my wrist, but the problem is that Jesus is kind of crammed into the actually my fingers here. So I probably, I think when I've done this design before, it's been a few months. It's been about 3 months since I did this design, and this is about my 3rd time doing this design. I don't know if I started with Jesus or I started with the empty tomb and worked my way back, but I will just have to remember this again. I could make notes on my sheet. So basically, we have the women at the resurrection, and we would tell this whole story. And you can see in the Africa design that they had different elements for death and for angel and for tomb, and I didn't like them, and so I changed them. But on the paper, I drew my own. I kind of sketched out some things and created different elements than what they have on their sheet in order to tell that same exact story of the women at the resurrection. And just to kind of show you on camera, I'll show you how I've highlighted my way through the story. And I have a 3-ring binder where I keep all of these in the plastic page protectors. And so what I've done is I've highlighted my way through the story. I've got the different elements in order of what I need to say. And again, this coming from the Africa design, you can see there's a lot more black, a lot more solid. And so I changed almost every single element they gave and made it more of an Arabic design. So that's what I came up with. I just wanted you to see. I'll take a picture and upload this. I'll take a picture after I scrape this off so you can see what it looks like. It's not gonna, I'm not so happy. Like, I don't know how clear these different elements will look in the empty tomb part. I did try to make the women each different in the flower design. I did have to push a lot harder because I have hair on my arm, and I really had to push, actually touching my skin and pushing down on the hair to get these. And I've experienced this where I've had to push harder. The other thing is, let's see. Oh, because of my age, I'm in my 50s. I have more valleys, and so it is harder to get the consistent lines here because the veins are up higher. Obviously, when the fat goes away, your veins are more prominent. So that does make it harder. I think henna is great for teens and 20s and 30s, and you just kind of have to roll with it for older women. And I just made this up, these designs here. I had some drawings on my sheet, but I just kind of wanted each finger to be different, showing the beauty and creativity in the Holy Spirit. So I just kind of did what seemed good to me as far as creativity and what I can do decently without making it look so bad. Already this is feeling quite dry, and this is where I would need the lemon sugar mix, which I don't have where I currently am in the world. So I'll take a picture and show it to you. It'll be on the website, but it's not probably going to be that great because I can't keep it wet for very long, and I don't have a spray bottle. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it gives you an idea of the women at the resurrection in Arabic design.